All right. We're live, y'all.
Yeah.
How's it going? We got our YouTube family over here.
What up, YouTube?
Our Facebook family over there. Hopefully we'll get a Twitch family in a minute. But we're here for some movie news today, guys. I'm your boy D'Anthony. I have my boy Don. And my boy C-Jack over here. It is Halloween, so everyone's dressed up except for me, but that's okay. I did have an outfit a few days ago. But before we start, if you guys smile or laugh at any time during this video, you need to go ahead and hit that like. It costs a like for every smile, okay? If we make you think, we want you to go ahead and comment. We want to know what you guys think. And if you want to see us, go ahead and hit that notification button with that, subscription button with the notification bell. Okay?
Cool.
Okay. So, starts off with our top 5 at the box office.
Yeah, so top of the box office right now, we got Jigsaw at 43% Rotten Tomatoes. It's making $16.4 million. We got Tyler Perry's Boo 2.
Boo.
No kidding. It's at $10.1 million, but it's at Rotten Tomatoes at 7%. So it's doing pretty bad, but I mean,
made money though.
It's making money, yeah.
It's making money for some reason.
We got Geostorm at 15% Rotten Tomatoes at 5.8 million, so it's just bad and bad. And then we got Happy Death Day, 5.2 million, 69%, doing a lot better than I thought. So yeah, I might have to check that out.
I was surprised. Actually, a lot of people saying that movie was actually pretty good. I was like, huh.
Yeah. And then we got Blade Runner 2049 at 4 million, 88 Rotten Tomato score.
So sad.
All right.
That movie should be like making more than Jigsaw.
I don't know. That's an interesting topic on what we're going to talk about in a second. So our top movies this week. What are we looking at?
This week we got Thor Ragnarok.
What's up?
We got Thor Ragnarok coming out. It's been already pre-released.
Thor, baby.
96%, doing really great. Bad Moms Christmas coming out this week as well. No score for that yet.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And then we got My Friend Dahmer. I haven't actually heard of that one. 75% right now, so it's doing pretty good with the pre-release.
Yep.
Lady Bird, 100%. LBJ, 64%.
Lady Bird.
That's what we got this week, guys. So if you're not a Marvel fan, I guess there's some other stuff you could watch.
Yeah, we got some dramas.
I wouldn't watch Bad Moms, Bad Moms Christmas. I don't know why we even keep coming out with those, but they do.
Way too hard with those.
Yeah,
way too hard.
Someone likes it, apparently. So let's just get into our topics. That was our top 5 of box office and what you can look forward to. But first thing we got on our first article here is Daisy Ridley was very moved by Reys' parents' reveal.
Oh, man.
She answered, whatever the answer is, they asked her, who's the parents? She said, whatever the answer is, I hope everyone will enjoy that moment. I knew the answer a few years ago, but the story that Rain Johnson created was so wonderful, I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I was very moved. I think everyone will be in that moment. So, who could they be?
I don't know. She said that.
Can't wait for Thor. We can't either, brother.
Yeah, we can't either. We cannot either. What's up? Appreciate y'all joining us. Who do you guys think it could be? I'm still gonna go with Palpatine. Palpatine's daughter. But she said parents though, so maybe there's 2.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Given her statement as far as her being moved, I'm leaning even more towards it probably being like Obi-Wan.
I'm actually
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I'm starting to lean that way too, because the thing is like it's gonna be something that's gonna be that we all like, because the thing is being moved by something. If she would have said I was freaked out or I was like I don't know, something negative, I feel like it would have been a villain, but I don't feel like it's a villain anymore.
Oh man, this is hard because it wouldn't be Obi-Wan's daughter. It would be his granddaughter. So,
right,
because she's way younger than Luke is.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. That's so interesting. It makes me more excited about actually watching the movie. Hope you guys got your tickets. We got ours for sure. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping you guys got yours. Who knows who it could be?
Yeah.
So next thing we have on the list is Ron Howard reshot nearly all of the Han Solo movie at twice the budget.
Holy crap. That's,
I've never heard of anything like that happening. I've heard of some reshoots,
yeah,
but not like double.
Yeah.
budget. I guess Disney was like, we got to do it. We said it was going to happen. We got the cast. Just do it.
I don't know about that. I think that the Solo movie, did it really have to happen? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
They keep reprising his role, and I mean, it's just with all these in between Star Wars movies, Solo, a new Star Wars story, and Rogue One, a Star Wars story. They're not doing very well. But
no, I don't think they need to. I mean, Han was already young in Part 4.
Mm-hmm.
How young? How much younger are we doing here? Like, is it a couple years before he met everyone?
Right.
What's really going on? And then with all the changes of the directors and reshoots, I'm not excited for it.
I'm not really excited for it. I mean,
what do you think?
Honestly, when it comes down to it, they've been doing these movies specifically to fill in gaps. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's the fact that like they absolutely want to do the movies. I think it falls in line with once we see stuff that comes out in the new Star Wars movies, it has to make sense. And the real critical fans, which there are, I think critical fans is not even to sum it up. There are some ridiculous fans out there that'll rip them apart for leaving that big of a gap. So even with Rogue One, like I feel like they had to kind of they filled the gap there to make sure that all that was taken care of. So Han, Boba Fett, I think they're gonna do it. Boba Fett might just be more of a fan thing, like they're gonna cater to it. So I mean,
I'm cool with Boba Fett. I'm cool with a
Mandalorian or Old Republic, maybe like
even a Yoda backstory. Don't really care about Han Solo's backstory too much. As far as like young, I'm like young. What are you talking about here?
What if Reys Yoda's daughter?
Yeah, I mean, I would have cared for. I care for like so many more characters in the Star Wars universe.
There's so many more.
Solo,
like Ahsoka, give me her. Like I would love it. I don't know. I'm not. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited about the Han Solo movie, or it's like whatever? Or did you even know?
No.
Maybe you didn't even know what's happening.
And now that you know,
right? So this October's box office has been the worst grossing October in 10 years. Now,
do it. Really?
Oh, what do you say? Sorry, guys, we couldn't read it. This whole year seems to have been very bad.
It's been a lot of, they shoot for something like a reboot and it just doesn't fall through, or sequels that aren't like really doing well. This year is the year for sequels because we've got so much stuff that's worked in the past, like Kingsman and Transformers. I mean, but it's been worse and worse now. And I think the fact that they left October, which is typically filled with like scary movies, like cleared of that. I mean, we do have Happy Death Day and things like that.
Who knows what that is?
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't even really pushed. I mean, we did have the Jigsaw.
Yeah.
But I think it should have been in October.
I think it should have been in October, and that would have like redeemed the month.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but they couldn't do that because according to the timeline for it, however many years, and the tribute to when the movie came out, that's why they put it out the way when they did.
That's just a dumb thing.
It's perfect.
It's not.
As far as like timing goes, the movie was great.
The movie was great. It should have been around this time.
They left October like a big month. We've got so many movies before it and so many movies after it that nobody capitalized on that one like market.
But like I said, the whole year was pretty bad. To me, I only count 6 good movies out of the whole year.
Yeah.
We got Beauty and the Beast.
Yep.
We got Split, Get Out, Wonder Woman. I liked All Eyes on Me, so I'm going to count that.
All right.
Whether or not you guys agree, I don't know. Guardians of the Galaxy, and we just saw Thank You for Your Service.
And, I think Only the Brave was also really good with the firefighters.
Okay, Only the Brave. So we got 7 out of how many? Like 4 or 5 movies come out each week.
Right.
That's ridiculous. What's Wonderful hit, so they gave October instead of it. Oh, I couldn't read the whole thing. Thank you for the information, though. We'll check it out. What about Spider-Man? I didn't like Spider-Man that much. It was okay.
I thought it was okay.
I enjoyed Spider-Man. It was a lot of fun.
It's not the top of the year for me.
It's a little bit different than the typical origin stories that they've been telling. So
I'm more or less looking forward to the setup for Sinister Six. I'm looking forward to that because they kind of laying that out.
I'm looking forward to Venom.
Michael Keaton by far just did a fantastic job.
Yeah, Michael Keaton was
He did. But I don't know. He didn't even have spider senses, so it didn't. That's not Spider-Man to me. Yeah. But anyway,
it's not that many movies to count. That's for sure.
Right, and then we had some really bad movies: Pirates of the Caribbean, like you were saying, Transformers.
Yeah.
they're making like 3 or 4 more of those.
I think they should just
I'm
shoot
done.
whoever.
Yeah.
Shoot them in the head. We're done. We're done.
Yeah.
Well, if
It
Michael
doesn't
Bay
even
does it, I'm done. But maybe someone else can do it.
Yeah.
I didn't like Spider-Man at all. I walked out on it.
Oh,
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
It's pretty
We
bad.
ain't the only ones.
Yeah. So I mean,
Some really bad movies. Ninjago. You know, so it's not
Ninjago
just
was bad.
October.
Yeah.
Like, it's the whole year.
It was
Okay?
pretty bad. Yeah. Even Kingsman, for me, it didn't do it at all.
Oh, yeah. Kingsman was really
Yeah.
bad. I'm good on that. And kind of Blade Runner, too. And we're going to get into that
Slow burner.
in a second. But the next topic we have is the Crow reboot.
Wow.
Reportedly starts production in early 2018. It was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Like, I was like, oh my
Lee,
God.
man. Brandon Lee by far.
Yeah.
I love that movie so. It's like that's one of the movies I'm always afraid. Like there's movies that you're just afraid when people decide to touch again.
Right.
That's one of them. And but although
Yeah.
the fact that you put Jason Momoa on there, I could be digging. Because you know what's sad? I watched Conan the other day with Jason Momoa, and it was a good freaking movie. And I'm really sad that didn't get much recognition because
I didn't see it. It did not get
Yeah,
it.
I did see that one. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I like him.
I think really depending on the director, it'll like show like how much of twist they'll do. I would be down for having like maybe a Crow with like a Guillermo del Toro, something really dark and stuff.
Yeah,
You know, because he does really good in the Hellboys.
Oh yeah. If they did the whole dark thing going on, I mean, and really heavy on the music. Like I think if they do really, because I mean he's a musician. That's where Eric Draven, that's where he derived from. So I mean, really heavy on the music, really heavy on the cinematography, dark, gritty. I think you can get something pretty awesome.
I hope so. Like I said, it was one of my favorite ones. I don't know if it's going to be a reboot, or it's going to be a continuation because it's called The Crow Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not really sure. We're not even sure if it even starts. It is reportedly going to start production in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? But I am kind of excited about it. Hopefully they do a really good job, a really good, a different take, or a very modern adaptation.
Right.
Not to kick in, like, sorry, I don't want to go too much on it, but like, I'm actually kind of hoping they pull, like, in a sense, Assassin's Creed this thing, to where if they do a Reborn thing, have him come back and there's some acknowledgement to the past Crows. Like, they could reference Eric Draven, Brandon Lee, and some of the other ones, although some of the other movies were pretty bad, but that would be kind of cool to reference that in a Reborn saga in a new age, because that's the thing about the Crow is it can be anybody as time goes on.
I'm glad that you recovered from that, because once you said Assassin's Creed is another bad movie of the year, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be nothing with Assassin's Creed.
No, I mean the concept of referencing the history
like
of
the
Crows.
I can go with that.
Yeah.
So the next thing we got, which I don't know if I'm excited or not, and I think the WB's not excited either. Flashpoint the Flashpoint movie will depend on Justice League reception.
Okay. Moving on, because Justice League, there's no point.
But they've been getting good, reception, with early viewings, so it could be good. It made over 100 million, and I guess in international. So I mean, it could be good. I mean, I don't really know, but I thought the Flashpoint movie, the animated movie, was pretty dope.
That's typically the way that it goes, though. Like, so many movie adaptations of these different things, they never actually, like, fall through, and it's just, depending on the Justice League, however that does, I mean, it's already iffy as it is. They did so many reshoots, right?
I can't wait for Flashpoint. Yeah, me too, man.
I mean,
I don't know about it.
If they do well, I mean, on a positive note, I think that would probably be, like, one of the maybe second best or even the best Justice League movies aside from Wonder Woman.
Right. If they fail, I think they should just reboot the whole thing. And we keep Ben Affleck, though.
And
He's
keep
one of my favorite Batmans.
Gal Gadot.
And keep her. But everything else just needs to be white.
Just recast.
Just
them
didn't
Well,
happen.
Jason Momoa's actually a badass as Aquaman. Like, and it looks pretty interesting. I think they made him more surfer dude, but
yeah.
I honestly think that they should have taken the whole movie cinematic universe a different way. Like, they're trying to recreate their high-end comics, and I'm thinking you should have just created an entirely new storyline with a new hit. Like,
Jeffrey Dean Morgan would make a great Thomas Wayne.
that'd be actually pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. You know what?
All about Gal Gadot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They should just let her lead the Justice League. Kick Batman out. Wonder Woman, just take heat.
Oh yeah, Black Panther is gonna be definitely good for sure. Well, I don't know, man. I think that their they shouldn't be copying Marvel. Don't be looking over the fence what everyone else is doing.
No, not even copying them, but just establish your own. That's the beauty about comic books is they get to be like every new series gets to be its own new kick of the story, and they should have just did that with this one. They should not take so much from what they've already done, and build an entirely new cinematic universe.
I thought they haven't done what they've already done, because then Batman vs Superman would have been way better if they would have just did what they already had. They already had the blueprint. Mm-hmm. And they just messed it up. Anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Well, let's just say it. They shouldn't have did Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
So, our last topic here, which is a very controversial one, because I feel like with the growth of the internet, the internet is able to influence people's minds to either like or dislike things. Like, for instance, when the Star Wars Part 1, 2, and 3 came out, everyone loved it when it first came out. And then all of a sudden, now it's trash.
You're right.
I remember. I loved them. So now we have Blade Runner. And Blade Runner, everyone was talking about it for years and years and years. And I never saw it until the Part 2 was coming out. The sequel came out.
Right.
And I watched it, and I didn't really like it.
Mm-hmm.
But all I kept hearing was such a great thing. So then I looked it up. How much money did this make at the box office in 82 or whenever it came out?
Mm-hmm.
Makes $6 million. It didn't really make a lot. 32 over, the time that it was out.
Yeah.
Didn't really make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So then I watched the second one, and I also didn't like that one either.
Yeah.
But I'm told I should love it. I'm told that this is a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, and you're crazy if you don't love this beautiful ass movie.
I think it has to go. It's one of those cult classics. Either you love it or you don't. And I was hearing the same thing. I mean, I saw the original one just because the sequel was coming out, but the original one I saw was a theatrical version, and everyone's telling me, no, you got to watch this ultimate cut, or you got to watch this one, and I'm just like, no, I don't feel like watching it again. They should have just did something good, and I mean, even with watching this one, there was a clip on YouTube that I saw that was like 8 minutes long that I thought was going to be in the movie, and it just wasn't. So again, we're going through and doing this whole thing again with like a director's cut.
Right. So the issue is, or what I'm getting to, is that it didn't do well in the U.S.
Right.
And then it also didn't do well in China. So internationally, it's not doing well. So to me, the numbers don't lie, man. If it was I know you liked it. I know you're like ready to rebuttal.
I'm keeping my mouth shut over here.
Numbers don't lie. So it's
y'all crazy.
It's a slow burner.
I don't know about you, but
I mean, if it was good, I think that everyone would have been out there to see it. I mean, it's just real long, and it's just very drawn out.
It is long, yeah. I would. It's not one of those movies that I would watch. Okay, I'm gonna watch one, and then I'm gonna watch two. Like I would definitely do that with like Lord of the Rings, or I would do that with The Matrix. I would do that with like Terminator, Predator. I don't know.
This just isn't it. And then the numbers don't reflect either. So I mean, I you know what, those that liked it, I'm glad you guys got a good sequel.
I've had some pretty damn good conversations about it. I mean, it is a cult classic type of thing, but it's very heavily story driven, and it reminds me of like those heavy set. Like what was that one movie we watched with the aliens and
Arrival?
Arrival was also kind of carried in that slow pace with really hard hits. The music, the cinematography, same thing. That movie didn't do exponentially well, but it was a brilliant piece of just film. And I feel the same way about this movie.
I don't know.
I'm happy for you.
I just feel like the chase was too long drawn, and Arrival's chase, it was just like a lot of back and forth that kept you like second guessing, like, okay, what's actually going on? But with Blade Runner, it was just like there was no time aspect of things. It was just like one long line, basically.
I did not like Arrival, or I thought it was garbage. But I like Arrival more than I like Blade Runner, though. I would rewatch Arrival.
That's not saying much.
So
I loved Arrival.
All right, guys. Well, that's our news for today. We just kind of wanted to get out there. I know we haven't done the news in a while, but we're back. Tuesdays and Fridays, I believe. So check us out. We'll be doing it live, like always. We love you guys. We appreciate all the support that you guys give. We're a small channel. We're trying to grow. So we appreciate you guys. So again, I'm your boy D'Anthony.
Adan,
CJ.
or Dr. Strange.
Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
Motherfuckers. Sorry, pardon my French.
And we're out, but stay tuned for the next video. We're gonna do Stranger Things review. Okay? All right. See you guys. Anytime, you guys. I know we do rock, don't we? Love it. See you guys in the next video. 2 seconds.